Hey folks, Todd and Jack Linneman from Dakota Angler coming to you again from the warehouse, if you can't recognize it, but we're going to talk to you again about different techniques that a lot of people use this time of year. And this one that we're going to talk about is one of my favorite type of presentations. I just love swim bait fishing. It's just one of those things that will produce whatever type of fish you're talking about, walleyes, bass, you name it. It's a technique that will always work in our South Dakota lakes or anywhere else in the upper Midwest. So Jack, why don't you show us what you got?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Your swim bait's going to be probably your most versatile bait from right when ice comes off to all the way in the fall, whether you're fishing open water, weeds, rocks, whatever it may be. For swim baits, probably my overall favorite jig, it's going to be pretty price friendly as well. It's going to be your VMC hybrid swim bait jig. It's going to have that unique screw lock on there. It's going to be, there's not a lot of jigs in the market that have that, but especially your more soft plastics like a Kitech or any of your other maybe favorite soft plastics, it's going to be a great option for you. You're going to save a lot more plastics. You're not going to go through near as many, and it's going to keep the end of that plastic up there on the eye much better than any other plastic will.
And I did notice that when you put up those jigs, you covered my face up. I don't know if that was some type of sign or what.
We just wanted to make sure they were keyed in on the jig there.
Yeah. What type of plastics do you like to use? There's a number of, we carry so many different plastics, so many different swim baits. What's one of them that you like to use?
No doubt. This time of year, one of my favorite plastics is going to be the Berkley Champ Swimmer. That's a 3.8 inch in the HD yellow perch. This time of year, especially if you're jigging, maybe snap jigging with plastics or in some sort of weeds, I like to use a little bit beefier plastic like you can see on the Champ Swimmer there. It's not going to rip quite as easily, and you can keep it pinned up with that VMC hybrid swimbait jig much better than most any other jig. So that's going to be that HD yellow perch, but they have a bunch of different colors. They have a fire perch, purple smelt, whatever you may be. If there's a certain color you like, they have it in the Champ Swimmer.
Yeah, and the whole key is that, again, it doesn't matter what type of bait that you use. It's making sure that the jig matches up to the bait that you use, and whether or not you need a beefier hook, a better hook keeper, you name it. And as Jack said, the VMC has a full line of that. Now, there's a number of different swim baits, and we talked about what you mentioned was paddle tails. Mm-hmm. But when do you use split tails, or do you prefer using paddle tails over a split tail because of the presentation is a little bit different with a split tail versus a paddle tail? But when do you use a split tail?
Yeah. A paddle tail I'm going to use in maybe a little more aggressive situation where maybe you're either swimming it a little bit harder, the fish you feel like are more aggressive. A split tail I maybe go over to and either the fish are a little more finicky or maybe working it off the bottom a little bit more. Yep. I like to pop it off the bottom if I'm using a split tail. It just gives a fish a little bit different approach, and maybe they're not chasing quite as hard that day. The other thing a split tail is nice for is if you're working in a little bit heavier cover, whether it be weeds, rocks, whatever it may be, the split tail just gives those fish a little bit longer to look at it, or maybe they're not chasing quite as hard, or maybe they don't get quite as good a look at the bait.
And what I like doing is also, watching your electronics to see if those fish are hugging the bottom. I'm going to go to a split tail and bounce that bait off the bottom. If they're up suspended a little bit more, I'm not going to use a split tail. I'm going to probably go to more of a paddle tail and give it a little bit more of a swimming action. But again, that's me. Everyone has their different reasons for using different types of bait. But as far as equipment, we've talked about that in previous segments. What do you like to use as far as a rod is concerned when you're fishing those swim baits?
As far as the rod goes, I vary anywhere from like a 610 to even up to like a 7.3. Medium light's going to be either a medium or a medium light's going to be your most standard rod action. If you're fishing anything, I would say less than a quarter, medium light's going to be your go-to. Fishing up above in a quarter, or maybe your 3/8 or even up to your half-ounce sizes, I do like to jump up to a medium there. Pretty much fast action, or even an extra fast in some of your applications there. If you're getting a little bit more aggressive with it, you're snapping a little bit farther or a little bit harder, an extra fast is a great option for you, but most standard, medium light fast is going to be a great option for you, or on those heavier jigs, a medium fast.
And notice, folks, he didn't mention a particular brand or anything like that. There are a number of different rod companies that we sell that will fit the mold or the description that he just gave you. So we're going to ask you what price points you're looking at to help you fit, make sure it fits your wallet, so to speak. So what else would you like to share with us, Jack?
Yeah, another kind of jig and plastic option here that's going to be a couple new things for you that maybe you've used, maybe you haven't. It's going to be a tungsten jig. One of my favorites across the board is going to be your Northland tungsten. It's going to give you the smallest profile jig out of any tungsten on the market. That's a great option. They got a whole array of colors, whether you're talking like your super glow rainbow here, or they have a bunch of gold ones, white ones, a bunch of great color options. Some of your super natural colors like your olive or your black one. A lot of guys like to use that. And then as far as the plastic on there, you got that Rapala Mooch minnow. It's going to be that super TPE plastic, so it's super stretchy. Then you got a little bit of a unique tail on there. It's kind of a hexagon-shaped tail there. It's going to be kind of a cross between your paddle tails and your split tails. So you get a super subtle kick, in the tail there, or maybe you're not swimming it like your traditional paddle tail, but if you kind of want to mix and match, maybe you're popping it off the bottom, maybe you're swimming it a little bit, the Rapala Mooch Minnow is a great option for that. It's going to be your probably most subtle bait that's going to get a lot of action, or maybe the bite's a little bit tougher for you.
Very much a finesse type of bait that you can just twitch your rod, and it causes that tail to move. So again, if you're looking for something just to trigger that finesse bite, the Mooch Minnow is definitely for you. So again, here's a different way of fishing, and we have all these different methods available to you to come in and ask questions about it. And again, there's the reason why you want to shop Dakota Angler, is because we use the stuff we sell. And Jack is a perfect example of one of our employees. We're going to have more of these segments coming up. So again, if you have any questions about what we discussed today, feel free to stop on by or give us a call at 605-336-9132. Or if you'd like to buy any of the items that we talked about, stop by the store or order it online at dakotaangler.com.